Ram raids and smash and grabs are a daily occurrence, making the headlines thanks to rising youth crime. One of the most recent, an overnight crime spree in Auckland that saw 15 young people arrested, the youngest just 11 years old. Assistant Police Commissioner Richard Chambers joins us now this morning. Thank you very much for being with us. The night I mentioned there was the result of 3 separate fleeing driver incidents that police were able to catch up with this group. Pleasure. What is the likelihood, Richard, that those youths will have been involved in ram raids before?
Well, Melissa, the reality is that what we're seeing with the ram raids and the smash and grab style commercial burglaries is that the age of these young people is concerningly low, at around about 15 on average. The 15 youths that we caught the night before last in Auckland ranged from 11 years of age to 16 years of age, and magnificent work by police staff and coordination and teamwork to apprehend all 15. And for many of those, sadly, this is not the first time they've been involved in committing crime. And our job is law enforcement, so what we will do is put the best case forward to the courts for those who need to find themselves answering to their behaviour in court, and we will also work with other agencies because sadly some of these young children and young people need to be held in care.
When, on a normal occasion, Richard, if police take a 11-year-old and arrest them, how long can they actually be held in custody?
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Melissa, to be honest. We have to take a lot of information into account to decide the best thing to do for a child or young person. The law says that, of course, there may well be issues of care and protection, and we will work with Oranga Tamariki when there are circumstances that suggest that child may well be at risk. But another key part of this is youth justice, and under the law, of course, they're accountable for their behaviour, and when it comes to smash and grab style robberies or ram raids, we're talking about serious offending here, offending that carries terms of imprisonment of 10 years and 14 years for aggravated behaviour. And what we're seeing is with a number of these burglaries, they're working in groups. That makes it aggravated. And we have, so far this year in Tamaki Makaurau and the Waikato alone, put nearly 350 people before the court for various serious offending. Police investigators across Tamaki, Makaurau, Waikato and other districts here in the Bay of Plenty as well are doing an incredibly good job investigating these crimes, and they're getting some good resolutions. We're doing that on behalf of the retail community because we know that they're feeling the pain here, and our staff across districts will continue to be the best that they can possibly be to try and get the results that not only these retailers deserve, but so too does the public of New Zealand.
Viewers, you may notice that there is quite a delay on the line, so please bear with us. Richard, I remember talking to the Police Commissioner here on AM. We spoke with him back in May, and they said they were going to review the police pursuits policy then. Has anything changed since May?
Yes, that's right, Melissa. There is work underway now, and I expect that before Christmas we will be making some decisions about what any changes may occur. But can I just commend the staff that are involved in these incidents, because they make some tough decisions every day and every night that they come to work in complex situations. They do an incredible job, and if I think about the 15 that we apprehended the night before in Tamaki Makaurau, the coordination between our Police Eagle helicopter, between our camera operators who are monitoring the public-facing cameras, the dog handlers who, when these offenders dump their cars and run, that track these offenders and catch them. And of course then we've got our ground staff who do an amazing job in at times volatile and high-risk situations, laying spikes, cordoning and containing. Our police people do an incredible job, and they really should be commended for what they do in some pretty tense situations. But they're well-trained police officers, and they are trained to deal with high-risk situations, whether that involves adult offenders or juvenile offenders. And can I just comment on, at 3:30 this morning there was another burglary at a coffee shop in Point Chevalier. We've caught both offenders for that early this morning. Again, magnificent work by police staff. And yesterday afternoon you may have seen some publicity about a smash and grab at a jewellery store in Papatoe, and we've now found the stolen vehicle used in that, and we've also recovered some of the stolen property as well. So magnificent work by police staff happening around the clock.
You are doing a great job, but it must be hugely frustrating when you're coming up against the same youths over and over again. Would ankle bracelets on youths act as a deterrent, do you think? Is that something that should be considered?
Well, that's obviously something for the wider system and government to consider in terms of what changes there could be to assist to monitor some of these people. But, you know, our position in police is our job is to enforce the law. We'll work with the law, whatever that is. And, you know, at times, of course, we do get a bit frustrated because the recidivism that does occur with some of these young and adult offenders. But we will always put our best foot forward, and where we feel that it's appropriate that bail is opposed, irrespective of the age, be they youth or adult, where that needs to occur, then we will do that. And this is serious offending, it's causing harm, and it's our obligation to make sure that we work with the court system, rangatamariki and others to, if the behaviour continues, it's appalling behaviour by offenders and criminals, then we will work hard to have them remanded into custody.
Assistant Police Commissioner Richard Chambers, really appreciate your time and thank you for the work that your officers are doing.